Capture the objectives.
Hey everybody, ZJ here with you once again, and today I've got some domination gameplay for you on Hydro. As far as the gameplay itself goes, a decent game overall. There wasn't a whole lot in the form of opposition in this game. A lot of campers, a shit ton of snipers, a pretty typical, Black Ops 2 domination gameplay. But not too difficult to handle, and in the end we come away with a victory, which is always the most important part. So that's all I'll say about the gameplay itself, and I do hope that you enjoy it. So on to today's topic. Now, what got me thinking about this was a few weeks ago when Infinity Ward released its latest DLC camo pack and whatnot. Treyarch did the same thing with Black Ops 2. They released a new DLC camo pack and also made Nuketown Zombies available for everyone to play. So if you haven't played Nuketown Zombies yet, I do suggest you give it a try. It's actually a lot of fun, a lot more challenging than I thought it would be. When I went into it, I definitely thought it was going to be easy peasy, and look at this guy, fucking idiot. Oh, snipers. Never get sick. I never get sick of embarrassing snipers. It's just great, but I digress. With the release of these DLCs, it got me thinking about something that I have always wanted to see. Now, most of the people who know me already are aware that I love playing zombies. I am a proud member of the Black Ops or Treyarch Zombies community. I absolutely love it. I love playing it. I actually care more about what Treyarch's doing with zombies than I do with what they are doing with multiplayer. That might not sound very good on the surface, but what I mean by that is I kind of instinctually and already know what to expect with multiplayer with Call of Duty. And that's not just a Treyarch thing, it's with everything. There's going to be some improvements, there's going to be some of this, some of that. But when it comes to the zombie stuff, that's something I'm vested in. That is an ongoing saga of stories. And if people who are watching this are not into zombies, you're going to have no fucking clue what I'm talking about right now. But those of you who watch this who do enjoy zombies and do get into the storylines and whatnot know exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, this is like playing a story and you gotta wait a really long fucking time to find out what happens next. And it's brutal at times, man. It's like you get to like the end of Black Ops and then you have no idea where it's going. And then Black Ops 2 comes along and now you've got an entirely new storyline. And it mixes in with the old storyline some way or another. And, you've got to go through all these steps and you got to go through all this and all that. It's a lot of fun to play. It's a lot of fun to play, and I do all of that shit. I do the achievements for it. I do all the Easter eggs for it. I love doing it. I don't think I have ever had more fun in a multiplayer aspect of things than I have with getting together with a couple of buddies and just playing zombies, seeing how how high we can go round wise, seeing if we can do the challenge for the achievement for the main or Easter egg. And Treyarch knows how to do this stuff. The guys that they have in the development side for zombies and doing the storylines and the map designs and all that, these are guys who you can tell are getting behind their projects, and it's not that the multiplayer side of things are not, but for me it's something that I can definitely see a cause and effect. They're doing something, and this is what we're getting. And something I have always wanted to see is Treyarch to zombify multiplayer maps. It's something I have, since Black Ops, since the first Black Ops, I have always wanted to play zombies on a multiplayer map. And they did this with Nuketown. And my idea is for Treyarch now, with an additional year of development time that they have, with the addition of Sledgehammer Games now doing development, with this year, I think that something that would be really good for them to do would be to release DLC maps. Do 2 maps every 90 days. Let's just ballpark it and say every 90 days. They released 2 multiplayer maps that have been converted over to handle zombies gameplay. And the more I think about this, the more excited I get about it. I really do. I really do. I get excited about just the prospect of it. Is something that, number one, I know the zombie community would eat this shit up. There would be no hesitation whatsoever if you released multiplayer maps that have been transformed into zombie playable maps. And you don't have to do anything with the storylines. No, nothing. You don't have to have the original characters. You don't have to have the new characters from Black Ops 2. But from where I sit, they have 2 games worth of multiplayer maps that they can pick and choose maps from. Black Ops and Black Ops 2. And my thing that I would do if I were running things and I was going to do this is I would reach out on social media and actually talk to the community. So like I said before, the zombie community is a pretty devoted community. They really are. There's entire channels that are dedicated to doing every little thing with, with zombies and strategies and all this and history and everything else. I mean, there's a lot of channels out there. There's even some massive channels out there that got a majority of their following from playing zombies. And reach out to them on social media and put it up for a vote. What are your 2 favorite multiplayer maps you would play zombies on, or something like that? And see what the community says back to you. And think of for a moment, if you like to play zombies, the idea of playing it on Firing Range, or Array, or Grid, or Crisis, Jungle, any of those maps from Black Ops, and then the Black Ops 2 maps. There's a lot of really good maps that are almost custom made for zombie stuff. They're big circular maps, rectangular roughly. You have these maps, and I don't know how difficult it is to transfer something to where it becomes a zombie map, but you could block off entire areas if it's a massive map or whatever, and just keep things simple. Put the same characters that you did with the Nuketown zombies in. The FBI and CIA, or the CDC guys, the hazmat suit guy, the fucking people that came and took ET away. Just put them in there. And I'm willing to virtually guarantee that this is going to sell. That people are going to buy this stuff up. There's no hesitation on my side whatsoever. If I hear today that Treyarch is going to release, let's say, Firing Range and, I don't know, Vertigo. There you go. A map from Black Ops 2. One map from each game, and they were going to release it tomorrow, but you could play zombies on it. I cannot input my information quick enough to download this shit. It's not just me either. This is a huge community of people that are already waiting an entire other year for the next installment of zombies. And if you keep this stuff going, you keep your most dedicated fan base just chomping at the bit, waiting for this next game to come out. And you could put the little tiny Easter eggs in there, musical stuff, this or that, put a handful of achievements in. I don't really think you can do achievements because there's only so much allotted for each game. But just little things, just high round maps, fun stuff to do. Let them play zombies, but let them play it on a new map. And I honestly think it's a golden opportunity that Treyarch has sitting right in front of them that they can cash in on. And with having an additional extra year to develop their next game, I think that it would be worth their while. I actually do. I mean, obviously they're interested enough in Black Ops 2 to be able to release, DLC stuff. And I know there's a massive difference between releasing a DLC camo pack and releasing a fully, re-rendered fucking multiplayer map to zombies. But it's something I really think that they should look into. And it's part of something that I want to see. I mean, they've kind of done something like this before in Black Ops 1, kind of toward the end of it when Moon was getting ready to be released. And they released all of the World at War maps. They re-released those for Black Ops. But it had updated graphics and it had, upgraded, this and that. And all the renderings and all that stuff were updated and so on and so forth. And it was a fucking blast to play. It was so much fun to play that. But, I think it's something I would really like to see. I really do. I don't know what Sledgehammer Games has planned for an alternative playlist. Infinity Ward failed miserably as far as, you know, their alternative stuff like survival and all that shit. But yeah, it is what it is. But that's it for me. That's my idea, and I want to know what you think. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you agree with this, and you know, tag Treyarch in this. You know, tag him in social media and share the video. And maybe we can get something going with this. You never know. So that's going to do it for me. Final score of 44-15. I'm ZJ, and as always, thanks for watching.